Hi folks, kind of thought it might be a good time just to do an update on the server. I haven't done one for a while. Certainly haven't posted anything since we put in the new power supply and also put the second hard drive in. Did have some real problems getting the second hard drive to be recognised. In fact, what tended to be happening was the system just was booting sometimes but not others. And it seems to be something to do with the NTFS driver that Linux server uses, NTFS 3G. In fact, on reflection, I probably kind of wish I'd gone with the ext file system that Linux uses natively. But my thought was if I used NTFS, at least I could pull these drives out and get them read by a Windows machine if I had a problem. But in the end, I needed to use the graphical user interface for NTFS 3G to get it to recognise the drive and allow it to actually boot up with the two drives in. But since then, just occasionally, it still sometimes doesn't want to boot. Sometimes it takes 2 attempts to boot up, not too sure what's going on. That's a problem, I guess, when you've got a headless system. You can't always see what's going on. Haven't really been able to find a way of getting some decent boot logs that tell me what's going on. So, but for the most part, it's working. It's pretty inaudible in the cupboard, though when you open the cupboard door you can hear this fan here. But temperatures remain pretty constant and consistent, to be honest. Probably around about 40 degrees for everything really. Drives probably mid-30s to about 40 degrees. CPU round about there as well. Doesn't seem to be too affected by ambient temperatures. I think the cupboard's pretty much a consistent temperature anyway. So it seems to be running cool enough, so no concerns from that point of view. The Hunky jumper, this is wonderful sleeving. It's a shame that it's gone in a server really, because you just don't get to see it at all, but a lot of cabling. And as you can see, I've had to fold stuff round. I don't know if you can really see that in there. It comes down here, there's a loop up there and there's a loop down here. Just so much cabling. I mean, this would really fit in a much bigger case. So I might pull this out and put in a different power supply, perhaps one of the Be Quiet ones that I reviewed in an earlier video, because I probably do have far more cabling than I actually need. So I've tried where I can just to get it out of the way. We've got some of it pushed under here, but it's not the best cable management in the world. It's a little bit dark. If I pull out, you might be able to see it a little bit better. But other than that, the server is working pretty well. I'm happy with it. If I do continually get problems with it not booting, I mean, it seems to go through fits and starts. This week it's been fine. I mean, I guess I could leave it on all the time, but it's kind of really acting only as a file server now. I've now got a wireless printer, so I don't use it as a print server, which is rather ironic considering I moved from FreeNAS onto Ubuntu so that I could use it as a print server. But there we go. So it's really acting as a file server at the moment. So I don't tend to have it on all the time. So there we go. In fact, I've got the second drive in here isn't even in use at the moment. I'm probably using about 550 gigabytes at the moment, and there is 2 terabytes of storage in there. So there we go. That's where we are with it. Thank you very much for watching. If I do any more updates on it, or if I manage to kind of ultimately solve the occasionally not booting problem, then I will let you know. If any of you have any possible answers as to why sometimes it might not boot, I mean, it could be the hardware, could be the motherboard, then I would certainly be really pleased to hear from you. So if you want to leave me a comment or send me a message or whatever, that'd be great. Thank you for watching.